Hello everyone, and welcome to the 2021 Annual Veterans Day service hosted by the Smithson Valley High School Student Council. My name is Ainsley Milliken, and I'm your SVHS Student Council President. I would like to begin with thanking all veterans for their service and sacrifice on behalf of all students on Smithson Valley. Today is a very important day for all of us, Today is a very important day, all of us, as we get to the opportunity to recognize our veterans for astonishing deeds they have all done for our country. As a friendly reminder for our students and faculty, please understand that today is a very important day, not just for our veterans and heroes, but today is a celebration for all the sacrifices that many servicemen and women make every single day. Never forget that today and every day they have fought relentlessly to keep all of us safe, and we have them to thank for our freedom and liberty. At this time, please enjoy this lyrical dance honoring our veterans for the Silver Spurs to a soldier's memoir.
Still have my doubts. Well, I'm not sure how I got here or how I'm gonna get out. Well, my mama says I look the same as I did before I left. But if she could see inside me, it'd scare her to death. Well, I can still taste the powder from the barrel of my gun. And I can hear my sergeant screaming, "Run, soldier, run!" And I can feel the backpack on my shoulders, guiding weight a ton. And I see death in every single thought. Well, they taught me how to put that uniform on. I just can't get it all.
Thank you, Silver Spurs, for that beautiful performance. My name is Trieste Percivelli, and I am the National Pride Chair for the Student Council here at Smithson Valley. At this time, I would like to honor our veterans with a patriotic reading of Ragged Old Flag, a song by Johnny Cash. You see, we got a little hole in that flag there when Washington took it across the Delaware, and it got powder burned the night that Francis Scott Key sat watching it writing, "Say, can you see?" And it got a bad rip in New Orleans with Packenham and Jackson tugging at its seams, and it almost fell at the Alamo beside the Texas flag, but she waved on them. She got cut with the sword at Chancellorsville. She got cut again at Shiloh Hill. There was Robert E. Lee, Beauregard, and Bragg, and the south wind blew hard on that ragged old flag. On Flanders Field in World War I, she got a big hole from the Bertha gun. She turned blood red in World War II. She hung limp and low a time or two. She was in Korea and Vietnam. She went where she was sent by her Uncle Sam. She waved up from her ships upon the briny foam, and now they've about quit waving her back here at home. In her own good land, she's been abused. She's been burned, dishonored, denied, and refused. And the government for which she stands is scandalized throughout the wind. And she's getting threadbare and she's wearing thin, but she's in good shape for the shape she's in, 'cause she's been through the fire before. And I believe she can take a whole lot more. So we raise her up every morning and we take her down every night. We don't let her touch the ground and we fold her upright. On second thought, I do like to brag, 'cause I'm mighty proud of that ragged old flag. And now, let's turn our attention to the field for a performance by our amazing SVHS or JROTC drill team.
Thank you, ROTC. We thank all our veterans for coming today. At this time, I have the pleasure of introducing a special group here with us. Some of our Ranger teachers and staff have served or are currently serving in our armed forces. I would like now to do a roll call of these special veterans. Staff Sergeant Michael Bell, Air Force. Senior Airman Lauren Boswell, Air Force. Captain Benjamin Legoo, Army. Sergeant Rosario Barberena, Army. Chief Petty Officer Daniel Hansen, Navy. Lieutenant Colonel Ralph Westmoreland, Air Force. Senior Chief Petty Officer Christopher Simmons, Navy. And Commander Scott Outlaw, Navy.
Let's give that Rangers faculty and staff an extra round of applause. At this time, I have the great honor to do the roll call for veterans from our community that have joined us today. When I call your name, please rise so that we can give you the recognition you deserve. John Burke, Petty Officer, First Class, Navy. Stephen Freeman, Major, retired, U.S. Air Force. Mel Hills, Tech Sergeant, U.S. Air Force. Anthony Garibay, First Sergeant, Army. Keith Corlin, Chief, Navy. Demetrius Jackson, Lieutenant Colonel, Army. Melissa Hitchcock, Staff Sergeant, Air Force. James Hunter, Third Class Petty Officer, Navy. Dale Douglas, Lieutenant Colonel, retired, Army. Lisa Jasper, Lieutenant Colonel, Army. Kyle Kuhn, Lieutenant Colonel, retired, U.S. Air Force. Renee Garner, Captain, Army. Joe Gullum, Colonel, Army. James Hunter, Third Class Petty Officer, Navy. John Guba, First Sergeant, Army. Orlando Chapa, Senior Master Sergeant, retired, Air Force. James Rakowitz, Specialist, Army. Tim Mangan, Lieutenant Colonel, Air Force. Daniel Shrub, Master Sergeant, Marines. Liliana Padros, Specialist, Army. John Berry, A Troop, 3rd 17 Air Cavalry, Army. Glennie Curtis, Lieutenant Colonel, Army. Stephen Curtis, Colonel, Army. Justin Norton, Staff Sergeant, Army. Russ Garner, Colonel, retired, U.S. Air Force. Sergio Calderon, Petty Officer, First Class, retired, U.S. Coast Guard. Brian Waltman, Colonel, Army. Chavel Silva, Specialist, Army. Patrick Owers, Lieutenant, Navy. Anna Chapa, Master Sergeant, retired, Air Force. Eric Rent, Buck Sergeant, U.S. Air Force. Eudosio Eddie Garcia, Master Sergeant, U.S. Air Force. Lonnie Garza, Specialist, Army. Jeff Franz, Lieutenant Colonel, Army. Greg Nita, Colonel, Air Force. Stacy Sprouse, Master Sergeant, Air Force. Kirsten Hess, Tech Sergeant, Air Force. Thomas Kometz, Chief Petty Officer, Navy. David Hess, Master Sergeant, Air Force. John Hamilton, First Sergeant, Army. Daniel Shrub, Master Sergeant, Marines. Chris Gomian, Senior Master Sergeant, Air Force. Trevor Green, Petty Officer, 3rd Class, Navy. Luis Alvarado, Master Sergeant, Air Force. Robert Freeman, Chief Warrant Officer, Army. Talia Freeman, Private, Army. Cherie Williams, Specialist, Army Reserve. Harold Resegi, Navy. Eric Carney, Brigadier General, Air Force. Rick Winters, Specialist, Army. Christina Winters, First Lieutenant, Army. Edward Ringland, Army. Walter Hull, Air Force. Jose Salas, Command Sergeant Major, Army. Stephen Baum, Master Sergeant, retired, Air Force. John Maresh, Specialist, Army. James Patterson, Specialist, Army. Megan Mosley, Master Sergeant, retired, Air Force. Matthew Mosley, Master Sergeant, retired, Air Force. Keith Doney, Master Sergeant, retired, Army. Lisa Doney, Master Sergeant, retired, Army. Jimmy Means, Staff Sergeant, Air Force. John Bartoli, Colonel, Air Force. Harold Wirtjes, Sergeant, Air Force. Rudy Robles, Petty Officer, 3rd Class, Navy. John Beach, Staff Sergeant, Army, and Captain, Air Force. David Mazel, Chief Warrant Officer 3 in the Army and Navy. And Karina Brown, Lieutenant, Navy. If you are in attendance today and we failed to mention your name, please know that we do apologize and honor your service just as much as the others. When one serves in the armed forces, it is not just the individual who is affected by that service. Family members often have to move around, worry about them when they are on duty, and miss them when they are sent off to foreign lands. We want to take this time to honor all of our military families. If a member of your family has served or is currently serving in the U.S. Armed Forces, please rise at this time and be recognized. Thank you, and thank you to all of our veterans.
Hi, I'm Jessie Trevino, and I'm historian reporter for Student Council. I'll be narrating the Armed Forces Salute as it is performed by the band and NJROT. Please stand when the song for your branch is played. Count off the cadence loud and strong, for wherever we go, we will always know that the Army goes rolling on. First to fight for the right and freedom, to keep our honor clean, we are proud to claim the title of the United States Marine. On 7 seas we learn Navy's stern call, faith and courage, service true, with honor over all. of men dreaming of skies to conquer, gave us wings to ever to soar. With scouts before and bombers galore, nothing will stop the U.S. Air Force. From Burr shore to Paraguay, Great Lakes or ocean waves, the Coast Guard fought through storms and winds to punish or to save.
My name is Smithson Valley, and I am the Secretary and Treasurer for the Student Council this year. It is my pleasure to introduce today's guest speaker. An engineer, a soldier, a hero. Our speaker today endured one of the hardest combat training courses the world has to offer and became the first female reserves officer to be named an Army Ranger. She's a West Point grad, has a master's degree in civil engineering, and has a list of medals so long I can't fit it in the introductions. Please welcome Lieutenant Colonel Lisa Jaster.
So let's start with Go Rangers! So today, these men and women over here will hear thank you for your service over and over. In 2002, I got my first Veterans Day card. I was only 24. Veterans are old. Right? Right? When you hear thank you for your service, it makes you uncomfortable. It makes you anxious. I went through a plethora of responses. It's my job. It's my duty. And I finally settled on, it's my pleasure. What is service? General MacArthur addressed the West Point Corps of Cadets in 1962, saying, duty, honor, country. These hallowed words reverently dictate what you ought to be, what you can be, what you will be. Those are three really heavy words. I say it's my pleasure because I have seen the world. I've seen Iraq, woohoo! I've seen Afghanistan, double woo. I've seen Korea. I've also seen Germany, China, Vietnam, and a ton of other places that a young lady from Plymouth, Wisconsin could have never seen. I've jumped out of airplanes. I've jumped or rappelled out of perfectly good helicopters. The Army has made me go 100 feet below sea level in the water. The Army chose me to be one of the first women to ever go to Army Ranger School. It's been my pleasure. But service isn't jumping out of airplanes. It's conference calls until 9 o'clock at night. It's that soldier who ended up in trouble, and you have to go pick him up from the tank. For those of you not old enough, that's where they hold the drunks, at 2 o'clock in the morning. It is a 24/7 job. Service is constant. But yesterday, somebody pointed out to me how much I got from my service. How many friends I have. I could call any one of these men or women that I just met, and they would give me the shirt off their backs. Why? Because we're a part of the same tribe. We are a team. Now that's service. So I will no longer say, "It's been my pleasure," if you thank me for my service. Instead, looking at the people in this stadium, I will forevermore say, "You're worth it." And I will leave you with one last thought. God bless Texas. Hold. God bless America. And God bless Ranger football.
Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Jaster, for that inspiring message. Let's give her one more round of applause, please. At this time, we would like everyone to join us in a moment of silence. That will then be followed by our POW MIA ceremony conducted by Senior Chief Petty Officer Christopher Simmons. This will be followed by taps played by Allison Means. Please be quiet and respectful throughout this ceremony. Let's show our respect with a moment of silence.
Those who have served and those currently serving the United States Service or United States are ever mindful of the sweetness of the enduring peace that has always been tainted by the bitterness of personal sacrifice. We are compelled to never forget that while we enjoy our daily pleasures, there are others who have endured and may still be enduring the agony of pain, deprivation, and imprisonment. We call your attention to the small table, which occupies a place of dignity, honor, followed by the playing of taps. The table is small, symbolizing the frailty of one prisoner alone against his or her suppressors. The cloth is white, symbolizing the purity of their motives when answering the call to serve. The single red rose signifies the blood they may have shed in the sacrifice to ensure the freedom of our beloved United States of America. This rose also reminds us of the families and friends, our missing comrades who keep faith while awaiting their return. The yellow ribbon, symbolizing our continuing uncertainty, hope for their return, and our determination to account for them. A slice of lemon reminds us of their bitter fate, captured and missing in a foreign land. A pinch of salt, symbolizing the tears of our missing and their families, who long for answers after decades of uncertainty. The black napkins stands for the emptiness these warriors have left in the hearts of their families and friends. The glass is inverted, symbolizing their inabilities to share a toast. The chair is empty. They are not here. Let us remember and never forget their sacrifices. May God forever watch over them and protect them and their families. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Savannah Rackwitz, your Student Council Vice President. To conclude our ceremony today, we would like to thank all attendees of Smithson Valley High School's Veteran Day service. It is of utmost importance that we recognize those that made the great step forward before us all to protect and serve our nation. Without the valiant service of our veterans, those in our community, those that have passed, and those across foreign lands, we would not have the individual freedoms and liberties that we enjoy today. Finally, I encourage all of you to think of Veterans Day today, tomorrow, and for the many days to come. Students, when you return to walking our school's hallways or enjoying time with your peers, remember the great courage and sacrifices our veterans have made to allow you to enjoy these freedoms. While we may officially recognize their acts of heroism on Veterans Day, the celebration of our nation's veterans' many years of service should be continuous in our everyday lives. Again, thank you to everyone for attending our ceremony today and for displaying great respect to these heroes. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Students, please return to your fourth period class or a lunch.